Hello, my name is Emmy, and I'm going to be presenting my project on light pollution. Okay, so when is the last time that you looked up in the sky and you saw something like this, like in these slides, like all these stars, and like you were seeing something other than street lights? Okay, so the thing is, most people, especially people in cities, they have not seen the clear night sky, like without any light pollution, in years, or maybe ever, depending on where they live. So the problem is the stars are not gone, but they are just drowned out. The starlight is drowned out by artificial light. So light pollution is a major problem. It has a bunch of effects. It affects humans, it affects wildlife, it affects sea creatures, it affects insects. So this is pictures of different cities at nighttime. Like, it's totally nighttime. So we have New York, and then I thought this one of Las Vegas was really cool. Well, like, it's not cool because it's light pollution is bad, but the colors, I don't know, you can see them really well even though it's supposed to be pitch black at nighttime. And then this is just in a random neighborhood, examples of the night sky without any light pollution in them. So simply put, light pollution is too much artificial light in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sources of light pollution, there are a whole bunch. It could be street lights, Christmas lights, billboards, porch lights, basically anywhere that there is a source of light that is not the sun. And it could be at nighttime or daytime. It's just wherever there's artificial light that's blocking out the sky. According to Chespasiak, good name, so humans missing the dark, it messes with your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. It messes up your body knowing when you're supposed to sleep and when you're supposed to wake up. Since you don't know technically what nighttime is, because you have all these fake lights, you have your phone, you have lamps, you have computers, iPads, TVs, your body just has no idea what's going on. There's long-term side effects, like if you don't get enough sleep, you can have a heart attack and die, or you can get obesity or diabetes. There's just, lots of bad things that happen when you don't get enough sleep. Manculini, he also showed that artificial light can affect our mental health. It is connected to mood disorders. It is connected because your body gets really stressed out because the body is just weird, and when you mess with it and you mess with your circadian rhythm and you don't know when to sleep, your body's just thrown all out of whack and you get really stressed out, and then I guess from being stressed out you get depressed and anxious and all of that really great stuff. I have this little picture well, a little meme of the bird, and like, we don't really think about it, especially now around the holidays. Like, people don't think about having Christmas lights up. Like, they're just like, oh, look at these lights, they're so pretty, but they don't think about the effects that it has on the wildlife outside. And then I have this picture of, he's a little ant because he's sad because this is a field and there's all these lights on, and you don't think about it, but even bugs and stuff, they need to sleep. Insects are drawn to artificial light. Street lights especially, or like you've seen the bug zapper things, like bugs are attracted to light, they will go to lights, and it's the same thing. Like, it'd be a horrible time to be a bug outside. A lot of small mammals, well, not mammals, but small animals, some of them are mammals, but like small, I guess, predator animals, they rely on darkness to catch their food, and it's harder for them, like if people have lights in their backyard or around their house and they're trying to go hunt, they can't because everyone can see them. So that throws them off, and that throws off the whole ecosystem. Also, Grillo and a couple of his buddies, they studied the Maltese coastline and found out that artificial light changes how marine animals behave. And then I don't know if you can see it, this picture. It's a bunch of little fish, and they got drawn up onto the shore because they were following the light, and they ended up on the shore because that's where the light was, and obviously that's not where they're supposed to be going, so they died. A lot of ocean species and animals, they rely on light to orient themselves and to find things, to migrate, when they're supposed to eat, what's going on. Like the fake light, it just disrupts them. O'Hara and other people, they emphasize that this is part of a bigger pattern. Human impacts and light pollution are threatening marine biodiversity and functional ecosystems worldwide. This is a fun fact. So, fun fact, sea turtle hatchlings, or baby sea turtles, I feel like most people know this, like we've seen it in shows and stuff. Baby turtles, they follow the light to go into the ocean at nighttime so they don't get eaten in the middle of the day, crawl into the ocean by birds and alligators and stuff that eat turtles. So basically, when you have all these lights, as you can see in the picture, there's these house lights and street lamps and stuff, and the turtles, they get all turned around, and then they don't make it to the ocean, and they die. So it's pretty bad. This is a picture of someone looking up at the Milky Way, and it is said that the Milky Way is invisible, completely invisible to 1/3 of the human population because of light pollution. And it's just sad that, like, this is we've lived in such a beautiful universe, and then, like, it's just covered up by fake lights, and you can't see all the beauty that is there. Solutions that we have are to use shielding lights. So as you can see in the picture right here, instead of like a light bulb that's like blowing out on everything, you have a shield. Like the shield is on top, and then the light, like, does that make sense? The light like disperses itself downwards, so it's not up at the sky. Like, you can still have light, but it's not disrupting a bunch of stuff. You can use curtains at nighttime, like that block the light inside, so you're not disrupting outside of your house. You can use warm toned lights instead of like blue toned lights, because blue light is bad. Basically, just turn off the lights. In conclusion, the darkness is not scary. Embrace the darkness. Stop polluting. And that's about it. Thank you so much.